Yeah, nice to see you, mate.
I wanted to ask you this. That dog bite injury looked more serious than we thought at the
Yep.
time. How serious was this injury? How did it go about? And did you think about calling that fight off after seeing this injury?
Yeah, look, I think we did a pretty good job in terms of dealing with it. It happened very quickly. It was a Saturday afternoon barbecue, and Tim went out to the backyard and literally put his hand down to pat the dog, and it just lunged at him, and he sort of turned away, like pulled away, and fortunately doing so, the dog let go, and it was a very deep superficial wound. So we said he rang me in the car with a towel over it and showed me, and it was pretty gory. And I said, listen, straight to the hospital. We made some quick calls and got him sorted in, and he had surgery that evening on the Saturday. And the surgeon sent me a nice report to say it was superficial. He was very, very lucky. It was literally, there was a small indentation of a tooth on the tendon sheath. So had it punctured the tendon, then that would have been chaotic. So look, we made a decision that we were going to plough on. The surgeon was happy. He said it would heal fairly quickly. It was mostly fatty tissue. There was 11 stitches underneath, 26 stitches over the top. So it was a big wound. And Tim and I talked about it prior going into surgery, and he just said to me, he said, "There's no way I'm not fighting." And I said, "Look, I agree 100%," because I wanted him to stay in that mental frame. I said, let's just plough on. And no one else knew at that stage. We kept it to ourselves, and we spoke to coach that night, and he agreed. And I guess the part that sticks with me is that when you've got an athlete like Tim, and this is not just for athletes, anyone that lives the life he does, where there's no drinking, there's no smoking, he eats well, he sleeps well, he rests well, then his body's a bit of a temple, and it healed so much faster than the average Joe would. And we just watched it repair very quickly. And so, to be honest, boys, there was never any doubt, none in my mind, that he was going to fight 3 weeks later. In fact, we got the clearance in about 7 days, and by about the 15th day, the wound was, most of the colour had gone out of the wound, and it was pretty much good to go.
How long was he out of training for that?
You may not want to believe this, but it happened Saturday afternoon, surgery Saturday night. Sunday was recovery, feeling a bit crook from being put under, back in the gym Monday.
Wow.